I'm so sorry, the train was late.
I know, don't worry. It was on the board.
Oh, thank God, okay. Where are you?
I'm just outside Waterstones.
Oh, but oh.
I'll stay here, shall I?
Yeah, I can see you.
Really? I can't see you.
You will.
Right.
Hi.
Oh, Ian, sorry.
Have I really changed so much?
No, of course not. I was just thinking about when we were young.
The glantastic 70s.
It makes me feel old.
It was 40 years ago.
Ouch.
Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you were always very persuasive. I'll give you that. You have changed. You know, even since.
You still look so much the same.
I don't know what to say, just. I'm sorry.
No one does, Susie, but it's...
I prefer Susan now, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm amazed that you had so much trouble to find me.
It was stupid, really. I was looking for Bates, but without a Y. Idiot. Facebook was my last resort, though. It's funny, I thought you'd be more of a Twitter girl.
I'm only on there because of Grace going to uni.
Grace?
My best friend's daughter.
Ah.
My
okay.
goddaughter. She started uni back in September. You could have easily got me at work.
Not without a Y.
How about a coffee?
Yeah,
Yes.
That's perfect, yeah.
There's a nice little independent just down there. That'd be all right?
Yeah, sure, as long as they have decent cakes.
Haven't you eaten?
Well, yeah, but there's always room for cake. Oh, and this is on me. Well, on John, actually.
John?
Yeah.
I can't quite get my head around all this, Ian. I'm not normally a nervy person, but...
It's strange, but it's alright. Did you know it was because of me that you two went out that first time?
Because of you?
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't have enough money, so I gave it to him.
Gave?
Well, maybe not exactly gave, but I made it possible.
But he told me that you charged interest.
Ian!
Susie!
Babe?
Yeah?
How come?
Gee, thanks.
No, I mean, Susie's lovely, but, well...
Well, what?
Nothing. Well, how come she said yeah to you?
Mick Ronson.
What?
You see, he's at the Rainbow in April, so I asked her out, but there's just one problem.
Tickets would be expensive, won't they?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, what are you going to do then?
You can lend me it. You know, with your birthday money, and I'll pay you back on Saturday when I get paid. It's just that they might sell out.
Doubt it.
Bowie sold out really fast.
He's not exactly Bowie.
Please?
How much?
£2.50 each?
That's £5, George!
Yeah, but brother's supposed to help
But
each other.
£5, what do I get out of it?
Well, I've got £2 already, so I only really need 3. And I will pay you back on Saturday. With interest.
Sounds more interesting. So, a £5 on Saturday and it's a deal.
For £3?
Yep.
4.
5.
I only get paid £5.50.
You have 50p change then?
Bruv, supposed to help each other.
I am.
Bastard, Ian.
Don't let Dad hear you using that language.
Wanker.
Just pay me back on Saturday.
No, I decided against it. Trying to talk and eat some delicious cake will probably end in embarrassment and, well, a messy shirt. Maybe later. It has to be said, you've done well for yourself. Very well.
Leaves little time for a personal life.
Oh?
Still, I aim to retire in a few years.
Wow. Well, what do you do?
All of the things I missed out on when I was young. Travel for a start and, well, all sorts.
I'm jealous. Retirement.
I thought you liked your work.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, you did when well, you were enthusiastic enough then.
Well, I was trying to impress you.
But you do have quite the CV. News of the world?
God, don't. It opened some doors at least.
What did your dad think?
He was relieved I got a job. Any job. I mean, at one point it seemed like I might not even go to university. I was never really the world's hardest worker.
Unlike your brother.
You sound like my parents.
And what did he end up doing?
He taught for a while and then got into video games in the late 80s.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Well, then he went on to start up an advertising agency with an ex-student.
Oh. Anything that I might know?
Yeah, he did loads of the silver tadpole crisp ads back in the 90s. It's funny how life turns out, isn't it? None of it was planned.
So you both did well then?
Yeah, John for sure. I have just had to accept that a career isn't always onwards and upwards. I mean, I suppose I'm lucky though. Most of my friends are being made redundant at the moment, though it doesn't seem to be turning out too badly for them, to be fair.
What about your parents?
Same as ever. Both still going strong.
I remember their grand house.
The vicarage, yeah. They've got a lovely bungalow now down in Swanage.
I used to holiday there every year as a kid. Oh, good memories. I remember an old castle.
Corf, yeah. My kids loved it too.
Oh, I saw some of your pictures on Facebook. The oldest looks more like you than you do.
Gabriel, as in Peter. You remember my love affair with Genesis?
Not really.
Oh, well, never mind. Gabes would hate to think he even remotely resembles me. He's on the edge of stardom now, well, playing for Bristol Rovers.
Oh, my dad was there every week. Eastlands?
Eastville.
Was it?
It's on IKEA now.
Oh. I bet all of this with John has really knocked your parents sideways. No parent should lose a child.
You moved, didn't you, back in 1976?
74. Dad got a new job.
Broke his heart.
Mine too. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Guess that's why I'm here today. Unfinished business. Ian, I'm not that good with small talk. What's this all about? You said you had a message from him.
It's not just a message, Susie.
Susan.
I'm the executor of John's will.
I know that, Ian.
Well, John wanted you to have this.
Stop it! It's true! Ronson phoned Susie.
Yeah,
Mick Ronson.
yeah.
Why?
Because she wrote a letter to him saying the rainbow reviews were unfair and we thought he was brilliant. And she put a number on the back and a picture of us two on the night and he bloody phoned her back. Her mum answered the phone, she couldn't believe either, so why don't you?
Because you always bloody lie. Big Brother's prerogative, you told me once. This is just another wind-up, isn't it?
Well, you'll see when she gets a signed album.
Right then, answer me this, and I want the truth.
Okay.
You and Susie, have you, you know,
Have we what?
you know,
Why are you asking me that?
just to see if you can tell the truth. Come on then, how far have you gone with her?
Why should I tell you?
Susie's nice. Really nice. She's special and she does...
Don't worry, Ian. I know she's special. What is this? You're not jealous, are we?
No! I overheard her mum and dad. Did they catch you at it or something? They said you're getting too close. They're worried about you.
No, we haven't done it, so no, they haven't caught us at it, as you so delicately put it.
Won't she then?
Look, you have no idea what her dad's like. He's This is none of your bloody business. Oh, no wonder you've never had a girlfriend.
It seemed wrong to just send it.
Do you know what it is? Do his family know about this? His wife? I gave them to him. This was for his 16th.
They played This Is For You at his funeral.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he said it was what he wanted. It played as his coffin was, yeah, all of us were.
I can imagine. autographed by the man himself. He sent it to me. I gave it to John the day before we moved. I thought about him when the news about Bowie broke last week.
Yeah, me too, actually. I had one of those impulses to text him. You know, you just have to be in touch.
You can never get too used to it. I don't really understand what happened when he...
It was cancer, I thought you knew.
Yeah, I knew about that, but... When did he find out? Did it take long?
It was about a year from the point at which he told people, at least. But I think he'd known something was wrong for a while. It was just a hunch.
It must have been so tough.
It sounds wrong to say it, but it's actually made us closer as a family than we have been in the past 20 years.
This is how I used to see John. With that kind of vulnerability. You know what this is?
Yeah.
Ian, I can't.
John wanted you to have it.
What about his wife?
She's been very well provided for, and his kids, and us all as well.
Well, what did she... Does she know exactly how much this is? Does she know you're here today seeing me?
She knows I have to, but not that it's today.
And there wasn't a note or anything? So you don't know why he's done this?
All I know is that he wanted you to have it, and he wanted it to be presented as a cheque. He was very specific about that.
I don't need this money, Ian.
Well, there must be a reason. It's a hell of a lot.
I'm walking Susie home, Mum. What? Yeah, I'll see you later. Susie? You okay?
Fine.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry if I'm all moody. I've been a bit... I don't mean to be.
Suze, you've been lovely. And Play Don't Worry is definitely my best present. I wasn't going to be able to afford it for a couple of weeks, so... Yeah, I'm going to listen to it as soon as I get back home. On headphones so I can hear everything.
It's different to Slaughter.
Yeah, but it's good from a first hit. I love, I think it's called This Is For You.
Yeah?
Yeah. That will always remind me of today.
That's nice.
And are you sure you're okay?
John, I do actually have something pretty big to tell you.
What do you mean by pretty big?
Can we go over there? I don't want Mum and Dad to see.
What is this? Susie, something's up. You're not finishing with me, are you?
I know this isn't the right time. You know, on your birthday. But
But what? No, you're not. Oh, shit.
I'm not absolutely certain, but
Shit!
I know.
But I mean, have you... Why didn't you say anything before?
I didn't think... I'm still not absolutely certain.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you've missed your...
twice.
What will you do?
What will I do?
No, I
John,
didn't...
this is us now. It's not just me, us, both of us.
I didn't mean it like that, Suze. Honestly, I meant, oh shit, Suze, what are we gonna do?
Give me a hug. have to talk to my mum first. I can't go to the doctors on my own. I can have a test there, but I have to take my mum.
Do you want me to come in and tell your mum?
No, Dad said he'll kill you.
I will if you want. I'd be shitting it, but I will.
No. He's off early at a meeting tomorrow. They were talking about it tonight. I'll say I'm ill instead of school and tell my mum then.
Do you want me to be there then?
Thanks, John.
Just tell her I'll stick by you.
Don't, you'll make me cry.
I will. I'll do what I can. I'll get a job or...
What about sixth form?
No, I'll get insurance or something. I'm so sorry, Suze. It must be... Oh, but no, I'm serious. I'll do what I can.
I know.
Oh, this is important. This matters.
I've been so worried about telling you. But what about your parents?
I don't know.
What will they do?
Do? Well, they have to deal with it.
But he's...
Vicar. I know. I mean, he won't be... Well, he will be disappointed we weren't more careful, but... I mean, your dad. I mean, he'll go completely mental.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
I'm so scared, John. I'm petrified.
So, what's this all about?
John.
John?
Yeah. Last week, my role as executor of your husband's will was completed. One quite significant payment hadn't been cashed, and, well, you have to wait a year, you see. But then...
Susie Bates.
Yes.
I didn't realise you'd contacted her.
Yeah, not long after.
Must have been odd. Or had you seen her since?
We had bumped into each other, actually, just once, in London. Must have been 1995. We both missed our train, so we had dinner. It was just a chance meeting.
I didn't mean you to pay for it.
Oh, it's okay, I wanted to.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So, how's John? Is he okay?
2 hours and you've only just asked.
Well, you've hardly given me the chance.
Sorry. He's alright. He's married now, got a couple of kids. The youngest, Michael, is 18 months or so.
Oh.
You okay?
Is he happy?
I think so. We don't really talk much, to be honest. It's
You don't have to explain. Look, I better go get to the train. I don't want to miss this one as well.
Shit, yeah. Oh, bugger, I have.
When's your next one?
Another bloody hour. We could always catch one in the morning.
No, I'm going.
But come on, we can...
No, it's been lovely, I mean, but I'm just...
It's okay, it's probably best you don't finish that sentence. I'm in danger of spoiling what's been a lovely evening.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too.
Ian?
Sorry.
And the money?
She cashed the cheque last week. She had it for a year, though. Joe, I want you to know, I think what's written in here might explain things a bit.
I think I already know Ian.
Oh,
They had an affair.
what?
John confessed it all.
No.
Please don't patronise me. It was dreadful. It was on Michael's 10th birthday. He just came out with it. I've a good mind to make you pack your bloody stuff and get out of here and never come back. It's Michael's birthday and we're shouting. If he wakes up and...
But I won't be seeing her again. It was nothing. It was just...
Just what?
I don't know.
Sex?
No.
Well, what? Something deep and meaningful? Come on, John, some unfinished business from your childhood.
Maybe it was, but Whatever it was, it's out of my system now.
Out of your system. We've been together for 16 years. 16 years and you've had whatever this was in your system this whole time.
No, look.
It was wrong. That's what it was, wrong.
I wanted to be honest and tell you.
Why? How do I ever trust you again?
Because I wanted to be honest and let you know.
Why suddenly on your son's birthday? Why?
I don't know.
Bloody hell, John. Come on. You say you want to be honest, to have it out in the open. So be honest. Tell me why. You've had a wonderful day, so why have you spoilt it?
It was a wonderful day, and that's what got me thinking. You, the kids, our family. It's all so important to me. Yes, I was wrong. And now that I said it won't, it can't happen again.
You're so bloody selfish.
Joe, I didn't know any of that. Susan told me that they hadn't seen each other since she left.
Then she's a liar. And I hate using that word. There's only one reason for him to give her all that money. They must have carried it on. They must have done.
That's not what this says. You should read it.
Hey.
Where have you been?
I'm sorry, Suze. Work kept me.
This matters.
I couldn't help it.
We're moving.
What?
We're moving up north.
All of you?
Yeah.
Because... Where?
Macclesfield, near Manchester.
Manchester?
My dad didn't want me to see you, so that's what he's done. He thinks I'm at Janet's. Mum dropped me off here to say goodbye, but I can't stay long. But if he finds out...
When are you leaving?
This weekend. He's already sorted a job for himself, and we're going to stay at his brother's.
So he's got it all sorted out then?
You have no idea.
There must be something we can do.
There isn't. Whatever you do, we'll still be moving. Whatever anyone does, it's decided, John.
I'll tell my mum and dad. I said I would once.
There's nothing to tell.
What? Susie.
It's been taken care of, as my mum puts it.
No. You don't mean...
That's where I was on Tuesday. Mum took me in and they were really worried about how I'd look for your dad.
My dad?
Yeah.
So what? The last thing he'd want is this.
Well, it's too late.
You can't blame him.
We had to decide.
We?
It all happened so fast.
But you didn't talk to me.
Please, we thought... My dad went completely mental. It was horrible.
So why didn't you talk
I
to me?
couldn't!
You could have phoned.
There's nothing you can do! Nothing!
I could have told you what I thought. I could have told you what my dad would think. 'Cause he certainly wouldn't want you to use him as an excuse for doing that.
I thought you'd be grateful. We had to!
Grateful.
Maybe it's best that we aren't moving because you don't understand.
Suze.
No one can know about this, John. No one. Promise me, no one. I need you to promise me.
Of course I won't.
Promise me.
I promise.
Dad said I can't see or contact you at all.
What?
Fresh start. That's what he keeps saying.
Susie, just...
I have to go. I'm sorry.
No, you can't.
He'll be waiting. I want to give you this. I don't want to be a big...
What is it?
Silver.
But I've already got it.
This one's special.
See you tonight.
I want you to have something that you know means a lot to me. I want you to be clear about how I feel about you. I'm so sorry it's ended like this, John, but it's not my fault. I remember you. I want you to know that.
And what?
I'll remember you forever, John. All my life. Look after it, please.
I don't know what to think, but I do think you should read it. You'll see she had her reasons.
Just tell me what it says.
Did John tell you much about him and Susie when they were younger?
They went out and it all ended because she...
You should read it. You should see her words, not mine.
Ian,
Firstly,
an apology.
I imagine my silence after our meeting surprised you. Sorry. I hope this message and friend request will go some way to repair any hurt I caused. Thank you for seeking me out. I know that it wasn't easy to find me, and given our own little situation, it was not easy for you. Sorry. I enjoyed meeting up with you again, and was incredulous about the cheque that John had left for me. £50,000 is a heck of a lot of money, and it has certainly made me reflect very hard on my life and what happened in the past. My past. As a consequence, I have decided to be totally open with you. You may know already that I have cashed the cheque, but I have something important to tell you. I do not intend to keep the money for myself. I intend to pass it on to mine and John's daughter. John had no idea at the time that I had his baby. He may not have even told you that I fell pregnant when I was 16. He knew, but was under the impression that I had a termination just before I moved. My parents forced me to say this, to stop him from contacting me. I hated it. I felt I had no other choice. I spent a short time in a mother and baby unit in Manchester when it started to show. You may have heard of these places. They were diabolical. Soon after my baby girl was born, she was put up for adoption. One of the most desperately sad and lonely periods of my life. It's one I hope you will understand I'm not comfortable revisiting. I continued to live with my parents until I was 20, when I went to uni and immersed myself in my studies. The lie I lived became more and more embedded. I made a decision not to say anything to John, who I was no longer in contact with. I also thought it may affect my studies, which, at the time, was my saviour. However, as a result of our meeting, the news of John's death, and well, not to mention the cheque, I decided I should write to Lisa. In doing so, I've completely broken my relationship with my parents. In the light of John's death, I can at least take some comfort from the fact that in recent years, I had made contact with him. I know I told you I hadn't. Sorry. Two years ago, unbeknown to John, our girl, now aged 41, contacted me by letter. Her name is Lisa, a name her adoptive parents gave to her. I decided not to say anything about her father, whose name never appeared on any documents. It wasn't my parents' insistence, once again. However, after I contacted her, I wondered whether she would even take John's money. I offered my sincere regret for everything, but then realised she felt awkward about accepting the money. Without having met John, or given that that is now impossible, anybody from his family, I wish above anything else I could say this to John. I know I have dealt with this badly, by hiding it all away so successfully. I'm so sorry. No, this might all come as a bit of a shock. Don't know what else to say.
Have you replied?
Yes.
What did you say?
I told her that I wanted to tell you.
And she said,
She agreed that I should.
I don't want to talk to her. I can't.
But Lisa wants to meet you and the boys.
We can't. Especially now. How often did he contact her?
I don't know.
I'm not meeting her.
Well, no one's going to make you do anything.
No. You're right about that. They bloody can't.
If you need me, why don't you come home? If you want me.
It's so strange that you suggested to meet here.
Oh, I come here quite a lot. I like the link to the music.
Oh?
Mick Ronson?
You know his music?
Yeah.
I saw him live back in 1974.
The year before I was born.
Yeah, with John actually. It was our first date.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was a great gig.
Where did you see him?
In London. The Rainbow? How did you get into his music?
Well, it started with Bowie, really. Well, no, Labyrinth.
It's a great film.
It's still one of my favourites. And it's my icebreaker film whenever I take on a new kid. So that was my introduction to Bowie. And then when I was a teenager, I was really into the Smiths. Did you know Ronson produced one of Morrissey's solo albums?
Really?
Yeah, your Arsenal?
Wow. You know a lot.
It was one of the last things he did, then he died, and being in Hull there was quite a thing about it, so I kind of got hooked. I mean, the Spiders from Mars, they're actually all from Hull. They weren't just a backing band, they're all proper musicians in their own right. Sorry, I'm going on a bit, aren't I?
It's just so bizarre that there should be this link.
It is, isn't it? It's nice. It's what Ronson did with Morrissey that I most like. I don't think he even made much money from it all though, which is so sad. You just imagine. Are you okay?
Oh, sorry, it's nothing.
Tell me.
John would have loved to have met you. I am so sorry. Really.
Oh, you mustn't be, please.
We didn't talk much last time about your fostering.
We had other stuff to talk about though.
True.
Do you want it?
If you don't mind,
What do you want to know?
just being curious.
Well, I started 15 years ago in my mid-20s. Mostly I take on children short term, but I've had some stay with me for years.
Why?
Why short term or why foster at all?
Well, both, I suppose.
Because I can. I don't have children of my own. Well, I can't actually.
I'm sorry.
Just one of those things. Hasn't stopped me being a mother, but as we're taking short term, fostering can be really hard for a child. I'm not saying I can relate, my situation was so different, but not everyone's as lucky, so if I can do something to help a child find a place, a family, then it's worth it.
That's amazing.
Oh, don't be silly.
No, it is. It's amazing. Inspiring.
You sound like my friend Kate.
Really?
She writes one of those websites, the ones that post human interest stories. She wants to use me for one, but mine's not really that special. It's just something I can do.
Whatever you say. I think you're
badly from me. Susan, have you spoken with John's family?
His brother, Ian. I let him know that you wanted to meet Joe and the kids too.
And?
She's agreed.
Really? Oh, thank God. I was, well, worried. The last thing I want to do is...
It did take her a bit of time. That's why it's been a while.
I appreciate that. But I'd like to get to know it if I can.
John said in a fortnight. Perhaps you'll meet on neutral grounds. Leicester maybe. Have some lunch.
Won't you come with me? I suppose it's not very fair of me to ask.
I just don't think I can meet Joe. I could ride up with you and then back down again, if you wanted.
I'd like that.
Okay then.
It's a plan.
At the very start, hands on each other.
Is everything okay? Where are the kids?
Out.
Out? What do you mean?
I sent them out.
Well, aren't they coming? Well, Joe, aren't you? I've got the train tickets.
They're not. I'm not. We're not going.
What?
I'm not going.
Why? Why didn't you say? I don't understand.
We're not going to Leicester, Ian. Not today. Not ever.
Why?
Because of this.
Inspirational foster mum finally reunited with long lost family. What?
Read it.
Lisa Mars has been a foster carer for 17 years and has helped more than 20 children cope with devastating upheaval or loss. But Lisa, 41, has long been nursing her own painful history.
She sold her bloody story. John's money clearly wasn't enough for her.
I don't understand.
Ian, the greedy bitch has cashed in on her situation. And now this trope is being pasted all over the internet. Michael saw it and showed it to me. It's all over Facebook, for Christ's sake.
There must be an explanation, Joe.
I don't care. I'm not meeting this money-grabbing cow. Lisa is finally about to reconnect with a family she didn't even know she had. Not anymore, she isn't.
I don't think this is the kind of thing that pays, Joe.
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, this is the kind of post you see shared every day. Feel-good human interest stuff that people share just to remind each other some good things do happen.
And?
Well, maybe she was just trying to share a positive story with people.
I don't care.
At least give her a chance to explain.
I'm not meeting her.
But she's family.
No, she isn't.
She is, Joe. She's John's daughter. She shares blood with the boys, whether you like it or not. She's family.
No.
You can ignore it, but it won't change things. Joe, don't you think John would have wanted you to meet her?
If he did, why didn't he say anything? Why didn't he meet her? He can't have done. He never said anything about her.
What if his confession on Michael's 10th birthday, what if that was his clumsy, incompetent way of preparing you?
That's ridiculous.
Is it? What if that day, that lovely family day, made him think about the child he'd never known? What if he told you because he wanted you to know, in case there might come a day when that child might come back into his life? This is John's daughter, Joe. Don't you think you at least owe it to John to give her the chance to find out what kind of a man her father might have been?
Ian.
One meeting, Joe. After that, it's your call. But I do think you owe Lisa. I mean, John, at least this one.
I didn't do it out of spite or to hurt anyone.
Joe thought you'd sold the story.
Did you get it right?
I wasn't there.
I didn't get any money. That wasn't what it was about. You knew that.
It wasn't just your story. It involves other people.
It wasn't even really my idea. I told my friend Kate about you and John and all this, and she said it'd make an even better story. Proof that good things can happen to good people. I I guess I got carried away with her enthusiasm, but my thinking was, if it helps someone or inspires them, what's the harm?
I get that. I don't know what to say. Have you decided what you'll do with it yet? John's gift.
No, not really. It's so much money. Too much to comprehend, really. I mean, I've a mortgage and all, but that's just numbers on paper. It never feels real.
No, I suppose not.
I've some debts. I could pay them off and blow some on a holiday. Do you think that'd be okay?
I think you should do something for yourself. Maybe that's a holiday, a new car, or whatever. I think John just wanted to give you the chance and the means to do something just for you.
Thanks. It's good to have, your blessing.
I didn't tell you last time, but John brought Joe and the kids here once, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Don't know how interested the rest of them were. John loved it.
I often come here just to sit. Even more since Bowie died and finding out about you and John going to see Ronson. I sit and think how much of it resonates. Music is so powerful, it stays long after the people that make it have gone.
And when they have gone, there's no more music. Well, not new music.
It's only after you lose things that you realise how much they mean.
It's the same with people.
You thinking about your dad?
Yeah. I don't think that's a bridge I'll ever rebuild.
Maybe you should try though.
Maybe.
I didn't mean to cause any pain or anger. You can tell Joe.
Anything that you want to tell Jo, I hope that you can tell her yourself.
Do you think she'll meet them?
I hope so.
What?
Ian said she's still in 2 minds, but he's doing everything he can to convince her. Michael is keen too.
The youngest?
Yes.
So what do we do?
I think we should still aim to go down to Leicester. Ian will be there to meet us. He might bring Michael. If Michael goes, I bet that Jo will come.
When?
Give it a week or so.
Okay.
Ian will let us know.
Yeah. Okay.
Lisa,
I'm just...
everything will be okay. You'll be fine. It will be fine.
Yeah, okay. Susan, I want to ask you something. My mum, she wants to meet you. Is that... Would you be